Hello everyone. Hi, how are you doing? Do come in and join me today because this video is going to be my April monthly roundup video. Favorites and fails sort of thing. Now, it's been ages since I've done one of these videos. I didn't do one in March because I actually lost my voice for a few days. I was really ill with that awful virus. So I guess this video today is my favorites and fails or loves and hates from March and April. So I've got a mixture of things today. I've got some makeup, some hair care, some skincare, some body care, and a couple of things that I've been watching on TV as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick with me and we'll get stuck in. So I'm going to start off with the body care items today. And first of all, before I do, I just want to explain that the way I'm going to do this video, I'm not going to talk about all the things I've loved at the beginning and then all the things I've hated as two separate chunks. No, I'm going to just go through everything as it's laid out here in front of me, because some of the products, there's things I've loved about them and there's things I've hated about them. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just going to go through and talk about things as and when it comes up. So, body care. I'm going to tell you all about what I've been washing myself with in the shower. And if you've seen these types of videos from me before, you might know that I love my Imperial Leather Foambursts. These lovely, it's like a shower gel, but it's a foam, and it's creamy. It's got a creamy consistency. They're just beautiful. They're gorgeous. And this is my newest, latest one, and I love it. It's blackcurrant and passion fruit, rich foaming body wash. And it just smells divine. It's fruity, it's blackcurranty. When it comes out, it's that lovely sort of dark blackcurranty colour, similar to this. And then obviously it turns into a white cream. You get a lovely lather when you're washing yourself with it. And I just think these are great. I've been through loads of them. You may have seen me going on about this one in the past, the lychee and lotus flower. This one, you feel like you're on some sort of tropical desert island when you use this. It's beautiful. And I've also gone through this one as well, the cherry blossom and almond oil. If you have dry skin, this one's lovely. It's not as fragranced as the other ones, but it's just so creamy and hydrating on your skin. I just, any one of these, as you can see, I'm working my way through all of the different scents because they do quite a few different ones, and I love them so much. They're cheap as chips as well. So if you're not into expensive shower gels and things like that, and let's face it, I'm not, because once you've washed yourself, it just runs away and it's off down the plug hole, isn't it? So why waste your money when these are amazing? And it's good old Imperial Leather. Now, I am somebody's grandma now. I am a grandma now, so I'm allowed to use Imperial Leather. Because that's a memory that I always have of my nana when I was little, was her Imperial Leather little bar of soap. Do you remember it with that little sticker on it? So yeah, love those. Now I'm going to move on to a couple of hair care things. One I really like and one I don't like at all. So let's start with the one I do like. And it's a dry shampoo. Now, I don't wash my hair every day. I'll go sort of 2 or 3 days between washes, sometimes 4 if I can stretch it out. And the thing that helps me to stretch out that time has been the Stafford dry shampoo. Coco Loco texturizing dry shampoo, it's called. And I really like this. It does a really nice job of just absorbing the oils on my scalp. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel itchy. That's the thing with me. I can't use the living proof dry shampoos because they just feel really, really itchy on my scalp. I think I might have bit of an allergy or something. Not an allergy, a sensitivity to an ingredient in the living proof ones, but I can't use those. The Batiste ones are okay, but they leave that white powdery look. in my hair. Whereas this one, it doesn't leave any white powderiness, it doesn't itch. It's got a very, very slight fragrance, nothing overpowering at all. It's just fresh. And I just really like it. So I'll spray it through, you know, do a bit of this, do a bit of this, brush it through with my brush, and my hair just feels like I've washed it. It's a really, really nice one. So Rebecca mended. Rebecca mended. I've not said that for a while, have I? Some of you have started saying it back to me, which is hilarious. That really makes me laugh. So yeah, keep doing it. Recommended. Now, moving on to something hair care that is not recommended. And it's a recommendation I got from the Blowout Professor. I don't know if you know about the Blowout Professor, but he's here on YouTube and he does videos all about hair and how to do nice blow dries, as his name suggests. And yeah, he's really good and I've learned a lot from him and I've taken a lot of tips from him. But one of the products that he recommends that I didn't get on with was this one, Redken 25 Benefits One United. And as it says, it's got 25, it does 25 different things to your hair. It's basically a leave-in conditioner and it's a heat protectant. It's that kind of product. And I usually get on well with these spray leave-in conditioner, heat protectant type things because they're usually quite lightweight, aren't they? They're usually a lot more lightweight than a cream, say, or a mousse or a gel or something like that. But with this one, I sprayed the usual amount that I usually would spray, and I just felt it weighed my hair down. It did, and it sort of gave it that sort of hard feeling, and I just didn't like it. I didn't have that nice light feel to my hair that I like. I haven't got it in today, but I used it 3 times, and on all 3 occasions, it didn't leave my hair feeling the way I like it to feel. So unfortunately, didn't work for me. Now, I shouldn't say that it's not recommended because although it didn't work for me, if you have a different hair type, which you probably do, you know, we all do, don't we? Or a different hair texture, you might love this. A lot of people do. Maybe it was just me, I don't know. But as it stands now, for me, I don't like this. And if your hair is a similar texture to mine as well, you might not like it either. So let's move on to some skincare products that I've been using this month. And one of them you will have seen if you saw my number 7 skincare video that went out last week. I spoke about a new product that I've been using from number 7. And I've used it a lot this month and it's been really nice. And it's in their Prime Forever line. It's this. It's an SPF of 50 and it's a makeup primer. And yeah, an SPF 50 primer. And it's beautiful. It sits really, really well under makeup. It gives you excellent sun protection. Obviously, it's factor 50. And yeah, we've had some really, really beautiful sunny days this month. And this is what I've been wearing underneath my makeup. And I've been using it here on my neck and on the top of my chest as well. And I just think it gives a really, really lovely, soft, smooth look to the skin. And my makeup products, whatever foundation I've been using, whether it's been a proper foundation, a powder foundation, or like a BBCC cream type of thing, I have been using this underneath it and I really, really like it. It's worked really well. The only downside I'd say for this is it's quite big and bulky and heavy. So if you're traveling and you just want something light to throw in your bag, this might not be the one. But just for staying at home on the dressing table, this is lovely. So yeah, I do really like my number 7 skincare. Now, another skincare item that you also might have seen in a video that I posted last week is a sheet mask. And it is this one. It is the Biodance, what's it called? Rejuvenating Caviar PDRN Real Deep Mask. Now, if you saw the video about this where I was trying it on, you have to leave it on for 4 hours. 4 hours, this mask. And I did, and I filmed it. I'll link the video below in case you missed it. So the PDRN in this is basically salmon DNA, which is derived from salmon sperm. And I'd heard all about this. People have salmon sperm facials, don't they? Where they actually get it injected into their face and it's meant to work wonders for your skin. So, of course, I was intrigued. And when I saw these masks last time I was in Meadowhall, I couldn't resist. I had to buy them because I wanted to try them out. Not only that, but they're hydrogel masks. They're different to any other that I'd tried before. And I just wanted to know, what benefits would I get from leaving a mask on my skin for 4 hours? Because I'm used to like the 15-20 minute masks, you know. So I bought this and I tried it out and it did give me a lovely glow. I'm actually filming this video the day after using this mask. So if you saw that video, this is the next day. My skin has still got a lovely, healthy glow to it, don't you think? Without looking oily or greasy or anything like that. Immediately after using it though, when I took it off, I was a bit worried because I felt like I looked very red in my cheeks and I thought, oh no, has this triggered my rosacea? Because I do get rosacea on my cheeks. I thought, am I going to be bright red now for the next few days? But it has kind of settled. As I say, it was very, very red and my skin felt very, very warm last night for the first few hours after taking the mask off. But after a night's sleep and this morning, it's my skin doesn't feel sort of angry and inflamed and warm anymore. It has calmed down. I've used my usual skincare this morning, but I do feel like it's left me with a really nice healthy glow. Now I'm not going to be doing this every week. I'm not going to be doing this regularly because it's a faff. So here we're getting on to the love it and hate it part of the video now. I love it because of the way it left my skin and this lovely healthy glow. It's that Korean glass skin look, isn't it, that people are always trying to emulate these days. I can see that, but it was such a faff and it was really fiddly to put on as well. When you try and take it out of the pack, it just feels really sort of soft and slimy and it's very, very wet. And when you put it on your face, it's not easy to get it to stick down properly. It's moving around. I think I said in that video, it felt like you're putting a wet jellyfish on your face, you know, that won't keep still. So I persevered anyway, and I did get it to stick down, you know, to the extent that I was happy with it. But then I had to go and lie down flat on my back for 40 minutes just while it stuck to my skin, or else it just felt like it was going to slide off. So it's a faff. It's fiddly. It's a faff. It's 4 hours of your life. So obviously you want to be doing this when you're just at home, when you've got nowhere to go. Once it has stuck properly down to your skin, you can walk around and you can do whatever you need to do at home. You can. But the biggest thing for me was I couldn't put my glasses on for those 4 hours. And I need them for close up for reading now. So obviously I couldn't read, I couldn't do anything on my phone, couldn't text, I couldn't email, couldn't read a book. So that was frustrating because it's 4 hours, isn't it? Couldn't reply to any messages I got. So there was that. Anyway, overall, do I think it's worth the faff and the fiddliness? Probably not. Because as nice as my skin feels today, and it really does, it feels lovely, I don't think it's worth those 4 hours of grief and just fiddliness and not being able to wear my glasses. That's just my opinion. You might be somebody who disagrees with that. You know, loads of people love these masks. They went viral, didn't they, last year, these Biodance masks, especially the pink one, the collagen one. Really, really popular. But I don't know. I don't know. And I did say in that video as well, I made a mistake actually with the price. I said that they were £3 each individually from that K-Beauty stand in Meadowhall. They were actually closer to £5. I think it was £4.75 or something like that individually. But if you buy them in a pack of 4 on Amazon, they were about £13-14, something like that. So yeah, you let me know, what do you think? They're quite divisive, aren't they? I think you'll either love them or hate them, but the effect that it left me with was really nice. I think if I've got a special occasion or something, I might be tempted to wear one the day before, because then the day after I know that my skin is going to be in really good condition. But it's not going to be a regular weekly thing at all. Now, let's move on to the makeup part of the video, and something that I discovered this month and just fell in love with, and I've been wearing it most days since, is the Erborian CC Cream. I've got it on today. Really, really love this. I've got it in the shade Claire. Again, I did a video comparing this with the BB cream. I did a half and half face wear test. I'll link that as well below in case you missed it. But this, I can't fault it. It's incredible. The staying power, how it makes your skin feel and look, it's just beautiful. And it is this product here that is responsible for getting me interested in Korean skincare. So if it wasn't for me loving this, I probably would never have bought this, because obviously these are Korean, aren't they? And I've just gone down a whole rabbit hole now of Korean beauty, and I've been looking at their makeup and the skincare and researching it and finding out as much as I can about it, because I might want to get a bit more into that as I'm getting older. I think it's probably a good idea for me to invest a bit more in my skincare than my makeup. So yeah, that's just something that I'm thinking about doing at the moment. But if you are looking for a beautiful base product, I highly recommend this. If you've got dry skin, especially mature skin, people with mature skins love this, and it does have a decent staying power as well. I can get a good full long day wear out of this, and it is still on. I still have coverage from it. So that is very, very much recommended. This is the small size. It does come in a bigger size as well. So when this runs out, definitely going to be repurchasing it in the larger size. Now then, from one extreme to another, something that I hated, didn't like at all. I know hate's a strong word, isn't it? But I really, really, really didn't like it at all. And some of you who have been watching my channel will probably know what I'm going to say. But it's the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten. It just did absolutely nothing for me. I got no coverage from it. It was just a faff, and I just did not enjoy the experience of using this product. And the shades, I found the shade selection quite complicated as well. This one is in the shade Fair, but I've also got the shade Light, because I actually ordered this one first, but it wasn't right for me. It was too yellowy. So then I got this one, which is a bit more pinky tone. But I mean, neither of them are particularly right for me. And as I say, the coverage just isn't what I want. And I don't know, I don't like it. And I did a video recently on the frustrations that I have with drugstore makeup, and one of the biggest ones there was shade selections of foundations, and that you can never quite get your shade. It might be something in the tone that's off, or it might be too light, too dark, whatever, in the drugstore products. Well, I can kind of forgive that because they are at a lower price point, aren't they? But these are not drugstore. And okay, they're not as pricey as some of the high-end brands. These are more sort of in the middle, aren't they? Mid-range. But even so, they're quite pricey, and I don't want to have to buy two of them. Um, and even then, you know, I'm not particularly happy with them. So let me know what you think. In fact, a lot of you already have. A lot of you agree with me that you just don't get the coverage from them. So that is a shame. However, the Laura Geller brand as a whole, with all of the rest of the products that she makes, um, I do actually like it. Apart from that one product, I do actually like everything else. And a product that I've loved that I have to talk to you about are her eyeliners, these thick chunky pencils. What's it called? The Kajal Longwear eyeliner. This is in Smoky Taupe, and this I can confidently say is the best eyeliner I've ever used. Really, really is. It does not budge. It's easy to apply. It's soft. It's creamy. It's got all the benefits of the Victoria Beckham eyeliners. If you've tried those, you'll know what I mean. In that it just glides on beautifully like a dream. But this dries down, it sets, it doesn't transfer, and it lasts all day. Whereas the Victoria Beckham ones on my combo oily skin, they don't last at all. After about an hour or two, they've completely gone. They transfer, they smudge, I just don't get on with those ones at all. And I know loads of people love them, don't they? But for me, this one wins, and it's a lot less expensive than the Victoria Beckham one as well. So yeah, best eyeliner, that one. And another thing that I like and I dislike about Laura Geller is this palette, the best of the best in Tuscan Dreams. And in my Laura Geller video, I did a Laura Geller video purely on her products, and I also did one where I was comparing it to Bare Minerals. And in both of those videos, I used these shadows. And they're lovely. I really, really do like them. They're baked, they're soft, they give you a lovely, soft, flattering look to your eyelids. Obviously, Laura Geller aims her products at more mature faces. So if you have sort of loose skin or crepey skin on your eyelids, these are really, really flattering. They really are. And this blush, the Laura Geller blushes are just out of this world beautiful. The pigmentation in them is gorgeous. The glow they give you, it's beautiful. This highlighter in French Vanilla is so good if you do have mature skin and you don't want a really blingy, glowy highlighter. Try this. It's French Vanilla, and Laura herself calls it a low glow because it's kind of like a matte highlighter, which sounds wrong, doesn't it? But it gives your skin light without giving it shine, if that makes sense. So that these two are beautiful. Something I didn't love though is the bronzer. I just didn't. It was too warm toned for me. What's this shade? Roman Holiday. It's too, yeah, too orangey on my skin, and it doesn't look like it would be orange, does it there? But once I apply it, it is, and it's too glowy and shiny. I prefer a bronzer that's more on the matte side, or at least sort of satin matte, you know, but this was just too glowy and too warm toned for me. But the rest of the products in this palette, really, really nice. Okay, so moving on to a lovely little eyeshadow palette. And this is going back to my videos in March now. So this is a couple of months ago. I did a video on No7 makeup. I don't know if you saw that. But I used one of these eyeshadow palettes from No7. It's in their Pro Artist line, which came out last year. And this particular colour scheme is called Behind the Scenes. And it is so beautiful. It's lovely. I mean, look at these shades. If you like neutrals, it's gorgeous. But the one shade for me that is the real standout from this palette is this one here. And if you liked the MAC single eyeshadows, which I know a lot of us did back in the day, this one here really reminds me of Patina. And Patina from MAC was my favourite eyeshadow for years, but they discontinued it around 2020, 2021. You can't buy it anymore. And this one is similar. It's that lovely sort of antique, goldy, bronzy with a hint of green in it. It's quite difficult to describe. It's a very, very unique shade, as was Patina. So I've been wearing that sometimes just on its own, but it's also lovely mixed in with these other shades as well. And I know it's not very summery, is it? We're coming up to summer now, aren't we? But in the autumn and the winter, I know I'm going to get a lot of use out of this. It's just gorgeous, and the quality of these shadows as well. I mean, for a drugstore brand, or is it? Is No7 a drugstore brand? I don't know anymore because the prices are up there, aren't they? It's kind of mid-range, I'd say. But the quality of these eyeshadows, really, really lovely. So yeah, I've been wearing that. I've been wearing that with this eyeliner. Really, really nice. So let me go on to a lip product now, and I'm wearing it today. It's been in my handbag. I've been wearing it so much in April, and it's from NYX. Good old NYX, which definitely is a drugstore brand, and it's one of their fat oil sticks. And what shade is this? Going Viral, it's called, this shade, Going Viral. But this is beautiful. You click it, it's one of these clickers, and then the product is there at the top. And it's like, it feels like a lip oil in that it's really hydrating and moisturizing and lovely. There's no tingle to it. It smells really fruity, which I love, and it's just so easy to put on. You don't need a mirror, you don't have to be precise, and even though it's called itself oil, it's got a good amount of staying power too. So it's just like a long wearing, glossy, hydrating lipstick, and I've been loving wearing that this month. Now we're getting through, aren't we? So the last item of makeup that I want to talk about today is something else that I talked about in a video, and it is my Bare Minerals Original Foundation. Now, throwback, isn't it? Throwback to my QVC days, sort of early 2000s. Do you know, I learned to do makeup properly by watching those ladies on QVC before YouTube was a thing. It was just magazines, wasn't it? Sometimes you'd get like instructions in magazines of how to apply your eyeshadows and stuff. And the other way that we learned to do it was by watching QVC and the demos that they do. And back in the day, I will never forget, you know, the reaction of the women that would put this on. And it would be like, what is it? Is it a powder? Is it a foundation? What is it? And just the difference that it made to their skin in terms of coverage and the finish. And yeah, it just appealed to me. So I did buy one. And back then, when I was younger, I didn't particularly like it because I had very oily skin when I was younger. It's not that oily now, it's more combination now. But it was just too, the finish of it was too glowy for me back then, so I didn't like it. But now I'm getting older, it's just really, really nice, and it's flattering. It's easy just to put on with a brush. You can have whatever level of coverage you want from this, whether you want a light, a medium, or a full coverage, you can get that from this. And it's just really easy. I mean, okay, I probably wouldn't wear it if I want like a full glam sort of going out at night. I'll probably wear my Lancome Tenty Doll or something like that, you know, full coverage. But this one, just for those casual days, if I'm not wearing this, which I usually am, to be fair, but if I'm not wearing that, if I want a bit more coverage, then I've been going for this. So there you go. And as well, I also really, really like the Mineral Veil, which is like the setting powder for this. It's another loose powder again. But this, it's mostly cornstarch. So if you find that setting powders can irritate your skin, you might find that this one doesn't. So yeah, it's the same thing. You swirl it into your brush, you tap it off, and you just put it down the T-zone or wherever you can get oily. It does a great job of absorbing the oil through the day, and yeah, really, really like it. And they're nice and little and dinky and portable, aren't they? So that's great. Now, that's all the products that I wanted to talk about. Moving on to a couple of things that I've been watching on the television. Now, the first one is a film. And oh my goodness, it's one of those films that makes you laugh and cry. It's an emotional roller coaster, and it is I Swear. Have you seen I Swear? Oh my goodness, it's the story of a man called John Davidson. Oh, I forget the name of the actor that plays him. What's he called? I'll write his name on the screen. But Maxine Peake is in it as well, and it's just so well done. It's well written, it's well acted. Obviously, it's telling the true story of a real man's life with Tourette syndrome. He was growing up in the 1970s and 80s in Scotland, back when nobody really understood Tourette syndrome. And just what he went through at school, you can imagine. He was always getting in trouble because he had these tics that he had no control over. But it's a really, really uplifting, positive story, because the way it ends, I mean, it won awards, this film, and he himself, he got, was it an OBE or an MBE or something? He met the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II, and she gave him this award for the work that he's done in raising awareness of Tourette syndrome, and all of the work that he's done working with other people who have Tourette's. He's just a really, really good man that's done a lot of really, really good work. And the film, it's just incredible. I highly, highly recommend you watch it. I Swear, if you like films that are based on true stories, which I do. It's a really good one. And going from one extreme to the other now, I've been watching a program that I've just been laughing non-stop watching this, and it's called Last One Laughing. And it's like a game show, but the contestants on it are some of the country's best comedians. There's been 2 seasons of it so far. I've watched both. It's hosted by Jimmy Carr, but season 2 has been on recently, and I was howling. I was howling with laughter, honestly. Bob Mortimer's in it. Alan Carr is in it, and I just love Alan Carr. I can't even look at him without laughing. He's just so funny. Loved him in Traitors as well. Ramesh is in it, Ramesh Ranganathan, love him, and Diane Morgan is in it, and all the best comedians, or some really, really good comedians that we have. And the idea of it is they are all trapped together in a room for 6 hours, and they're not allowed to laugh. If they laugh or smile, they're out and they have to leave. It's really quite strict as well. But so their job is that they have to make everybody else laugh, but they're not allowed to laugh themselves. It's hilarious. It's called Last One Laughing, and I highly recommend that if you're in the mood for some light-hearted fun and you just want to have a laugh. So there you go. That's my favourites and some fails, some loves and some hates from April, and a few bits from March as well. I haven't really hated anything, have I? I suppose I didn't like this. And I think this, at the time, it's fiddly and it's messy, but it has some nice results. Yeah, I'm not really hate. There was, yeah, I didn't like it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And I will see you all again in my next video. All right, thank you everyone for watching. Really, really means the world to me, the fact that you sit there spending your time watching my videos. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. And thank you all so much if you've subscribed to my channel as well. It really, really helps. So thanks all then, and I'll see you next time. Bye.